This is a Trash to Treasure or Thrift Flip collaboration. Hi, my name is Cindy, aka Z9Designs. So sit back and watch the transformation of how you can do trash to treasure. DIY number 1, Trash to Treasure Coffee Filter Cabbage. The supplies needed include coffee filters, hot glue, brown paper trash, green paint and water, some stamps and ink, and scissors. I saw a cabbage in a table centerpiece, and I thought I could make this with some balled up brown paper packing trash. I used some green acrylic paint mixed with some water until it was dissolved. And I just used a skewer to just kind of mix it up. Then I folded about 9 to 10 coffee filters. I cut them in quarters and dipped them into the mixture. Then, in order for them to dry, you open them up and let them dry for about an hour. And then when they were dry, I took a stamp with a bird and I just kind of stamped it haphazardly around the coffee filter. And then I had a stamp with some writing and I just kind of put half of that on there. Different areas, no rhyme or reason, but just to fill it in. Then I folded them in quarters again and cut with scissors to kind of give it that cabbage look or feel. I think it looks sort of like a cabbage. I took a couple of coffee filters that were a little bit more green and put them around the balled up brown paper trash to look like a head of a cabbage. Next, I cut them as if the cabbage was opening. You know how sometimes they're opening and we take off the leaves because we don't want them? And so that's what I did. And to add to the cabbage is a cardboard carrot. I cut some paper in the shape of a cone, and this was trash, and I put it together with some hot glue. And once that was accomplished, I got some orange yarn that I just happened to have, and I began wrapping it around the cone to look like a carrot. And I think this yarn was something my granddaughter was making, but I didn't use a whole lot of it, so she won't know. And I wrapped it around and around until it was all covered. And then I started working on the top. And carrots aren't perfect, and neither is this one perfect. So, hey, I think because it's orange, it looks like a carrot. I put some greenery in the middle, kind of made a little opening in the carrot. And I put some greenery in the middle, attempt to make this carrot have a little bit of realism. And I think it looks pretty good. And it makes a great addition to the centerpiece. So let me know what you think. Trash to Treasure or Thrift Flip is an open collaboration hosted by Donna's Creation and more, and the Busy Housewife. And the guest host is me, Z9Designs. These women are so sweet, creative, and just amazing. You must check them out to see what they're making or flipping, for that matter. The link to their channels is listed in the description box below. And there are other collaborators that have made some unique DIYs or flipped something that they have thrifted. I am sure you will enjoy watching. The link to the playlist is in the description box below, so hey, check it out. DIY number 2, Trash to Treasure Oatmeal Basket. The supplies needed include oatmeal box, brown packing paper, hot glue, white spray paint, cardstock paper, carrot, and the cabbage that I just made, And I previously made Easter egg, a little bit of florals, a saw, and a wire handle that I had on a previous DIY, and a hole punch. I took a saw and cut the oatmeal box in half for my basket. Then with the brown packing paper that I had, I just crumbled it up more in my hand, and I began going around the basket and just hot gluing it to the oatmeal box here and there. And once it was completed, and I made sure it was pretty good, and the places that needed to be adhered to the oatmeal box, I made sure that happened. And then I took it out and I sprayed it with white flat spray paint. Now, I didn't really want to make the basket stark white, but the spray on the brown paper just kind of gave it a pale gray appearance or an off-white look. Then I punched openings on either side of the basket, and I had made a basket. It was a really tiny can, and it had a handle on it. Wasn't using the handle, so I took that handle off and put it on this basket because it was already done. I didn't have to reinvent anything. And sometimes if you're not using some of your DIYs, just remove some of the items from those things and put it on something else. That is, unless you are going to sell it. I put the wire in each of the openings, and all I did was took a bead that I had painted and pushed it over the wire. So you got two pieces of wire, just pushed it over that, and it keeps it on. I didn't even use any glue. It's a perfect way to do it. And I didn't have to buy any wire. Hey, I already had this. Lastly, I put some cardstock paper. I made a circle. I glued it together to make sure that it fit exactly inside of the basket. And did I need this? No, not really, but I got plenty of paper that I can use. And then I put the cabbage, the carrot, the egg, and the leftover paper inside, and the rest is history. So let me know your thoughts. Now my last one is kind of cute. It's Trash to Treasure wreath. The supplies needed include some green foam wreath, and I had that on hand, corrugated cardboard, hot glue, carrot ribbon, burlap wire ribbon, garland bunnies and carrots, jute, and some white acrylic paint. Now, I had no idea where I was going with this, but I let my creative juices flow. I cut some strips of corrugated cardboard and hot glued them to the wreath. Now, there were about 19 strips to be exact, and they were about 2 inches wide. And I just cut pieces, hot glued them onto the wreath. And now you can, if you want to, you can leave it with the cardboard look, but I wanted it a different color because it's spring, and I painted the entire wreath with white acrylic paint, and then I let it dry. Then I had a rabbit and carrot garland. I think I had that, it's probably 3-4 years old. Then I tied 3 carrots and 2 bunnies to the wreath. I just kind of alternated them. And then I put some bowls that made out of jute on the bunnies. And then I had a big burlap bowl. I don't remember where I got it from, but I attached that to the top of the wreath. And I had a little bit of carrot ribbon that I kind of wrapped along with that because I think I may have gotten it from a gift box or something. And the carrot ribbon just gave a little bit of character. Also, the jute was used for a hanger, and I think this is a great trash to treasure. I have it hanging on the back of a door, so let me know what your thoughts are. It just goes to show you that you can take what you have, that is trash, and make it into something beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if the store started selling something like this for next year. If you have liked what you've seen, please subscribe, like, save, and comment. Trash to Treasure is a great collaboration, and it may take you out of your comfort zone. But crafting is satisfying, but it can also be very challenging. But I always enjoy your encouraging comments. Some of you are so funny. You just make me laugh with your comments. And you all are so sweet and kind. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Facebook. And thanks for watching each and every week. I appreciate all of my subscribers. And remember, the beauty of peace is in trying to find solutions together. See you later. Bye-bye.